Hey there, practice owners. I wanted to talk a little bit today about your offers that you're using in your marketing and advertising efforts. So, a lot of times I talk to practice owners and they're very hesitant to give discounts, and they will generally say one of the same few things that I hear over and over again. One of which is, hey, we do really good work. I don't want a discount. My service is worth more than that. Or I'm not going to make any money off of that visit. So that's one thing. If I discount too much, I'm not making any money. And number two is it's going to attract the wrong type of people. So there's misguided thinking with both of those. And your offer is going to be a catalyst to the success of your marketing efforts and your advertising efforts, without a doubt. We've got ads running for clients right now that are promoting really attractive offers at steep discounts that are getting leads on Facebook and Instagram for less than $3.50 per lead. And then in those same campaigns, same blueprint, same build, offers that are getting leads for $30 and greater because the offers are not as attractive. So the attractiveness of your offers is going to be a catalyst to the success of your online advertising efforts. And here's kind of why that matters and how to think of your offers and discounting. So number one is you're using offers as a way to get new patients in the door, not to just go hand out a steep discount to someone that's already in your database. The way that we generally recommend running our ads is excluding your existing database. So people that are seeing your ads on Facebook or Instagram are all or at the very least, mostly vast majority new prospective patients. So if you want to get new patients in the door that have never done business with you, the best way to do that is to discount services. And from that, yes, you will have some people that drop off and they were just discount chasers. But you will have a certain percentage of those people that love your practice, love the person that performed the service, and they're not going to go change practices and work with somebody else to save $30 or $40. Most consumers making a rational buying decision are not going to go to a different Botox provider in 2 months because they get a lower price if they're comfortable with the way your practice did things, the location of your practice, the service they received, and the outcome of the service. So I always reference this quote from a book called The Advertising Effect by Adam Ferrier, and the quote is, "Action changes attitude faster than attitude changes action." The best way to get someone to turn someone into a fan of your practice where they have brand loyalty to you is to get them to come in and have an authentic experience. And the best way to do that is to discount up front on the initial offer. We had Sarah Schickman on our podcast, MedSpa Success Strategies podcast. She built a multi-7-figure practice, multi-locations using that strategy. And right now, the landscape's a little bit different. So if you were to promote like a Botox special offer on Groupon, the problem with Groupon right now is the people that are on Groupon are trained discount shoppers. So there's going to be way more of those people that are willing to go somewhere else next month or in 2 months for service just because they're constantly chasing the deal. But when you're advertising a new patient promo offer in the news feed of Facebook and Instagram, those people were not actively seeking a discount or promotion. You presented it to them. They're just your average run-of-the-mill consumer. And the average run-of-the-mill consumer, Sarah mentioned in our podcast episode, likes a discount, even the affluent customers. So I've heard some of our competitors, other marketing agencies, talk about this idea of kind of repackaging your service as something super unique and giving it a different name, even though you're kind of bundling in the same services. I'm not a huge fan of doing that. That stems from a book called $1 Million Offers by Alex Hormozy. And I think that's fine to do if you actually are doing something proprietary, but I think it can be a little bit icky to basically, sell Botox and a facial and call it your facial rejuvenation package and then present it as something that's really, really expensive, but discount the falsely expensive, original price. So I just am not a fan of that. I think it's inauthentic. I think consumers are going to catch on to the fact they just got Botox and a facial, and they can start to connect the dots on price pretty quickly. So for that reason, we still love this idea of using that principle of action changes attitude faster than action changes attitude to get new patients in the door with those attractive offers. The other thing to keep in mind here is your advertising costs. If you're spending, let's say, $2,000 a month on Facebook and Instagram ads, but your offer is not attractive, the amount of patients you're going to get in the door is going to be much, much smaller. And it's going to make, even though upfront, maybe those people are paying a little bit more because you didn't want a discount upfront, your lifetime value accrued from that advertising effort is going to be less because you have less patients in the door. So it's very possible that you could charge half of what you're charging for your service. And if you double the amount of new patients in the door as a result, and now you've got lifetime residual value after that first visit from twice as many patients, you're going to be making more money off that advertising effort. So again, that's the other thing to keep in mind. Discounting that makes your ads more effective and generates more booked appointments is probably going to give you a much better return on investment than being kind of stingy with the offer and seeing less of a result in terms of booked appointments. So I just wanted to share those insights on advertising on Facebook and Instagram and why we still recommend discounting to attract new patients.